How many times? I've done yours a couple of times.
Right?
Huh? Yeah.
You're always trying to get me on 9 o'clock. Perfect.
They've been asking me for you, but then I'm like, I don't like asking people because I want people to say no.
No, fucking ask.
But you said yes right away. I really
your
appreciate
family.
it.
I was very honored that you'd even have me on your podcast.
You're a criminal, aren't you?
Houston X.
I am opening with that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Because I was in Canada, and the club owner at Calgary was like, "What should I bring here?" I go, "What acts?" I go, "First foremost, Joey Diaz," and he goes, "Can he even get in the country?" And then I go, "Oh yeah, he has criminalities."
Criminal.
Yeah, you hit somebody with a pipe. What happened?
Felonious.
Didn't you hit somebody with a pipe?
No, I kidnapped somebody.
Oh,
I did a
that's close.
Rip. I did a drug rip.
You did a drug rip?
Yeah, like you show up and you're supposed to have cash, but you have dick. You have a fucking gun and a...
Yeah. What, that was in Denver? What was that, in Colorado?
Denver.
Yeah.
In Denver. Boulder.
In Boulder, Colorado. That's how I've heard of it. Yeah. There's Cubans out there?
No, I went out there because they were looking for me in Jersey. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
You went out there.
I was a hellion, man.
Yeah, you were.
I was a hellion. It's so funny how when I met you, I was just crossing over. Like, that's when I was crossing over. Like, once I got to the Comedy Store, I was still a criminal. I'll still throw a glass at you. I'll still throw a bottle at you. You know me. I'm still an animal.
Yeah.
But that thief and shit and all that scam and shit went away because I saw other scammers up there. And I saw how bad it looked.
It's a full house of scammers.
Yeah,
that
it's a
fucking
full
place.
house of scammers.
Well, it's cleaned out now, but before it was like Deadwood.
You had to go in there and fucking rock the house.
You had to rock the house.
Yeah.
You had to fucking always check your back pocket.
Always.
Right.
Always. You know, and I was up there addicted to coke. You know, the first fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Snorting blow and fucking drinking.
I feel bad because I used to, when I was using drugs, I used to give you pills all the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
I'd eat them.
I know you would eat them. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he wouldn't even ask me. He would just look at me, and I would just pull it out.
Oh, wow.
And he would just eat them.
And I just eat them.
Yeah.
Why, yes, I trust you.
Yeah.
If the FDA approves them, fuck it, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Don't be giving me that ching-ching shit. Make my dick hard for 2 days. That shit'll kill you.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you no ching-ching.
You know, like $1 million. Yeah. Same thing for running. No matter what you do, when you wake up early and do it, that you don't have a gun to your head. You just do it out of the kindness of your ball sack. There you go, a little something for the podcast. That's some onions I had at lunch. I went over and had the fucking albacore, sizzling albacore at Sushi Dan. Oh, really? It's sliced albacore, no rice, with onions, big chunks of garlic, and jalapeno. You take the soy sauce, you throw a chunk of wasabi on it, you mix it up good, and then you pour it over the albacore. No points on Weight Watchers. Soy's got no points, wasabi's got no points, and fish with no rice got no points.
Oh, my God.
And you inhale that like a savage, and then I had a little Philly roll just to balance me off. I didn't have the salmon lunchbox. So I had 4 points in the Philly roll and 0 for fucking albacore. Like a soldier, but I'm going to be farting all night. And tomorrow on the plane, once that garlic develops and conglomerates in your stomach, you know, one thing I don't get up when those people, when they fart real bad on a plane, it's because they took the early flight and you didn't get a chance to shit. And now you hold it in for 2 hours on that flight. You ever hold a fart in twisted?
Dude.
Or garlic shit? Like if you ever go to that garlic restaurant, the first
Stinking Rose?
Go to the Stinking Rose and see what comes out the first time you shit. The garlic cleans you out.
Dude, I went to the Stinking Rose with my parents one time and went and played golf the next day.
Oh.
And all of us were just
farting and stinking.
Dude. And those farts smell.
Oh. It's like when you go to Benihana. That's that certain sauce, the ginger sauce.
Oh, my God.
That shit will fucking take your stomach. Did you go on that thing yet, the Swiss Chris?
No, what's that?
I lost like fucking 5 pounds.
What is it?
It's a pill. You go on Amazon. It's a Ali Sadiq thing. He lost 12 pounds on it. You go on Amazon, the first week you drop 2 pills, and the second week you drop 4 pills, and let your asshole open. It's like a fucking play.
Really?
Once the curtain opens, everything comes out from your birth. Bubble gum. I saw Fortune. Everything you ate as a kid. The one Sunday night, I got up every hour on the hour to shit.
Really?
Like, you shit everything out. Bubblegum, old meat, all those old toxins that sit in your fucking stomach, your small intestine.
Yeah.
You shit.
So what's the name of the pill? I want to get it.
Swiss Chris.
Swiss
you go on
Chris?
that for 2 weeks. So I never took a pinch for fucking drug sales or possession, none of that shit. My shit was straight up robberies.
It's amazing you're not dead.
It is.
Is it not?
I almost died a few times. I almost died in Beaumont, Texas. Can you imagine that? I did comedy in Beaumont, Texas after The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
And I went down there on fire. You know what it is to be on fire. Remember when you went on the road to get high?
Yeah. I've done that. I've done that. Yeah.
There's a time when you go on the road to get fucking high. You call the guy, the doorman at the club.
Yeah.
He got a cousin who's fucked up. And you call him like on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm coming tomorrow and I don't want no slip-ups.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get to the club, they give you a draw. And you just bang out that drug deal, and he's good for the. Like, I used to go on the road for drugs.
I used to go on the road to fuck. I mean,
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Yeah, of course.
When Paulie would go, dude, like I didn't open for Paulie for the money.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, come on, let's do the road, right? I'd be like, yeah, pussy.
Yeah,
And then you would go, and there's no offense to Paulie and his fans, but at that time, they were easily manipulated. You can manipulate them easily.
Oh, I was there with Joe Rogan with Fear Factor. I had women say to me, look me in the face and go, I'll do anything to meet Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
What's the story? He's playing the flute? And then I would give him like a code. You want to play the flute? And they would go, yeah, I play the flute. Okay, play that fucking flute.
Yeah.
And they play the flute.
Yeah.
And then that's why I got banned from the Tempe Improv the first time.
Oh.
I brought some freak up there, right? Some
Yeah.
freak sucked dick, and then she started sucking everybody's dick. And she eventually sucked a busboy that was 17. You know how that at the Improv they have those young guys.
Yeah.
She blew some 17-year-old. He lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
The next day, what's his name? Danny Murr.
Yeah. Imagine me the guy that didn't get his dick sucked.
She sucked everybody's dick.
Like get Bobby, and then I'd be like, nah.
Like she sucked my dick. I took her upstairs and I just left her there. Like she took her tits out in the old green room, started playing with a pussy. I'm like, I'll be right back. I go, get the fuck out of here. I just left her there. And they found her like passed out.
Yeah.
And that's why Danny Murr was mad at me because she blew a 17-year-old busboy that night. Like
that
the kid.
Danny Murr, though, huh?
Yeah, Danny Murr. God rest his soul.
He's
but
dead?
He was a creepy motherfucker, yeah.
Danny Murr died?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, man.
Well, I thought Mark Anderson died.
Mark Anderson
killed himself, but Danny Murr died too?
Danny Murr went to Chicago. He was sick. He was ill after that.
Oh, man.
He died. Great Drake had a movie podcast for a while that was really good. The only problem was she made you go see the movie before you went to talk about it, and it sucked.
Oh.
I spent $52 fucking one year at the Lemley, not the Lemley, the other one on Sunset. The Dome, you know how it's 12.
Oh, Arclight.
Arclight, you can drop a half a yard in there going to see a fucking movie. I went out with a $100 bill. I came home with 38. Okay, I ain't cheap.
Yeah.
But what did I do? I bought 2 hot dogs, 2 tickets, and 2 sodas. Yeah. $60 at the Arclight. That's reality, unless you're a member.
Oh, it's fucking expensive as shit.
It's expensive as shit.
Have you seen Star Wars yet?
I wouldn't go see Star Wars if you paid me.
Really?
I'm not into that shit. Because when I came over from Cuba, that fucking... I don't like Martians. I don't like space. I don't like fucking robots. I don't like none of that shit, and I've never liked it ever. I'd watch TV from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. You know why I stopped at 6? Because Star Trek came on. Once that fucking creepy music came on, I turned that shit off. That's creepy shit. Green people and all that shit. For me, it was always like, I'm Cuban. I'm a Cuban kid. I'm just trying to TV to learn English. What's Martians got to do with it?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm not playing this fucking game.
You can't just slide that into life. Where's my phaser?
Yeah, fuck you. There was never any fucking, spaceships in my life. I just didn't like it. I don't know why some people... I didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I didn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get it. And I'll never forget. The day he got signed and he got his first deal, the big news in town was that he walked into 3 yards naked. Like, I'm supposed to fucking be impressed. Like, I take my dick out every night. Nobody says nothing.
Yeah, me either.
He walks into 3 yards naked and he's brilliant. Like, he's a fucking genius.
But he's white, that's why.
It was
when
fucking...
ethnic people pull out their dicks, there's like, charges.
How much fun did we have at the Comedy Store? Do you remember that night that there was a girl heckling? I tell this story all the time because I was flat fucking broke. And I think Bobby was starting to bust already a little bit.
Yeah.
And the girl came, I went up on stage, and some girl heckled me. She goes, take your dick out. And I go, I'll take my dick out if you take your pussy out. It was a Friday at about 1:15 in the morning. Fear Factor was just coming on, and fucking this chick came on stage, dropped the pants, took a little clam out, and had a little fucking thinness of hair right above the clit. Dropped the pants, and I took my dick out. And Bobby Lee and Joe Rogan came to this. I remember people
that.
who were standing outside ran in.
Oh my God.
The place was packed. And Bobby Lee and Joe Rogan were throwing money at me. And me, I was so broke, I actually picked up that and bought a gram of blow from fucking Chewy. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like, I think I got $27 on the stage. I was so happy. I had a gram of blow and a pack of cigarettes. I'm good. For taking out my dick, that's success, Jack, on a Friday night at the store. Plus, I'm getting 15 next Friday.
Joe showed me a photo at the Brea Improv of you in the bathroom with a girl. And I've never seen so many veins on a penis.
That was crazy. That's right.
Do you remember that?
That's right. That's
your
right.
penis is so veiny.
Yes, that's
You like it?
I don't fucking know. I'm an old man.
I know, but do you like the veins and all that?
What the fuck? I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's like bang.
It doesn't matter if I like it.
It
doesn't matter what
No,
I
I'm
like.
just giving you props. I'm not making fun of you.
No. I don't know. I don't know.
Congratulations with all the veins.
That means the blood's coming through
the blood's
nicely.
coming through nicely.
Yeah. You gotta have blood.
And then Joey used to do this. Just every night he did this. He'd go home. Where would he sleep? Where would you sleep? In the bathtub.
In the bathtub, yeah.
I remember?
Yeah,
With the pillow.
with the sleep apnea.
Yeah, with the sleep apnea, and he'd have the shower on, right?
Yeah, I lived in Hollywood.
Where was
It's
this?
so weird. It's so weird that you could buy a house in Woodland Hills, pay $2 million, and after 15 minutes you run out of hot water. You're like, what did I pay $3 million for? To run out of hot water, right?
Yeah.
I lived maybe 4 blocks from here. I lived on 1440 North Schrader. All right.
You don't live there anymore. You don't live in there anymore now. Yeah.
That building has been there since Jesus left Chicago.
Yeah.
I could go in the shower at 1 a.m, put the hot water on, and wake up at 8 a.m. and still have hot water, and the paint would be peeling off the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Because I had sleep apnea, and that's the only way I could sleep. Was if I took Tylenol PM, I'd pop like 6 of them. I'd do like an 8-ball and pop 6 Tylenol PMs, and fucking go in the tub, put a garbage bag on the pillow. That's how bad my sleep apnea was.
Oh my God.
And I would sleep in the tub, and that's the only way I could get like 6. I would get up, and my skin would be like a fucking prune.
Wow.
You know what Whitney Houston died of?
No.
She didn't die of cocaine.
How?
That's a lie.
It's drowning, right?
She died because she went into a hot tub after she did a line of coke. And because she was so coked up, she couldn't feel the intensity of the heat.
Oh, she
So
boiled
the
to
heat
death?
boiled her.
What?
And a
Wait,
lot of
what kind of hot tub is this?
This is what a lot of people don't know.
They don't know?
No, I always watch that shit. The last 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Autopsy.
Yeah.
That's my shit. I just watched James Gandolfini, and I watched the first 25 minutes to see if it was real, if they would release the cocaine reports, and they did.
Fucking take it off on a tangent and make it into a fantastical story. And
I had these guys follow. Let me tell you what the real problem with Hollywood is. I had these guys follow me for 8 months.
Yeah.
CA guys.
Yeah.
Not agents, writers.
Yeah.
Comedy shows, I mean, you name it. Tapings, film tapings, open mics and Receipt on Tuesday night. Anything I did, these guys showed up. We met 3 times a week. I told them every particular of my story. We didn't miss a beat. We sat there for 8 hours, broke it down into 3 sections. They disappeared for 8 weeks. They came back in December and they hit me with a pilot. It was so fucking bad. Because everything I gave them, they changed around.
Yeah.
They played Hollywood. Don't play Hollywood. The story is how it is.
Yeah.
The pilot was me taking a piss test. Why are we doing this? I had a friend that got a DUI. They took him to the hospital, and while he was in the hospital getting stitches, he broke into the pharmacy and took a vial of liquid cocaine and jumped out the back window.
Yeah.
All right? Well, let's write around that we went in there, and he knows how to break in, and we steal the UA. There's something there. But these people wanted to rewrite characters. Like the guy's my best friend. He went to MIT, put himself through MIT. He's 52. He still lives at home. He just got a job 5 years ago.
Yeah.
One of my best friends in life. Smartest dude I ever hung out with, but just didn't have no ambition. You know, leave him alone. No, they came back. Let's make him 28. And he's like your slave. What are you talking about? This guy was like my main, when we was in college, we made money by selling blow together to his college friends at MIT. You know, they took everything and they tried to rewrite it. There's nothing to rewrite here. I tell you a fucking story. While I'm telling it to you, there's little things, part of that story that's funny, that I didn't see as I wrote it out on paper. You know, I'm driving, like the other day I was talking to somebody, and they were telling me about, I just went to San Francisco. And every time I fucking go to San Francisco, I get a fucking a light bulb. Because I don't know if you know this, I lived in San Francisco in '85 as a stone cold gangster.
Really?
Like I was a 24-hour gangster. The only day job I held was I bartended 3 nights a week at Haight-Ashbury at a bar called Rockin' Robin's. But every other movement I did was traveler's checks, credit cards, and drugs. That's what I did all day with these Cuban refugees that came from Mariel in 1980.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom would always call me a bugarrón, and I didn't know what it meant. A bugarrón is a dude that's like a half a fag, but not really. He goes to prison in Cuba, and he's such a macho Latin guy that he fucks guys, and they suck his dick. But he don't get fucked, and he don't suck nobody's dick. So I never knew about, you know.
Wait,
all right?
I want that to be a T-shirt.
So, bugarrón. We don't suck dick. We just get our dick sucked, right? So,
I'm a total bugarrón.
oh, you can't believe this shit. So I moved to San Francisco. I'm a criminal. And one day, Bambusi comes up to me and he goes, "Do you have a gun?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Do you want to bodyguard this dude for 3 days?"
Yeah.
And I go, "Sure." He goes, "He pays like $300-400 a day. Do you want to bodyguard him?" I go, "Yeah." I didn't know nothing about bodyguarding, but I wanted to shoot people.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my quickest way of being a bodyguard. So I go to work the next day. I shake the guy's hand. He's a Cuban drug dealer. Married, kids, but he's a bugarrón. The people who help him sell drugs are 2 of his chicks that he just puts wigs on. They're guys. He just puts wigs on them in a dress, and he fills their fucking breasts with little cups, and they got dicks and like a day-old beard. But they make believe they're women. And he beats on them, and he fucks them, then he goes home to his wife, and they suck his dick, and they help him sell drugs.
Yeah.
I was telling these guys, you know, the first day, it was just really simple. I just had to stand on the corner and be a lookout. But the next day, he would beat those 2 women in broad daylight. Like if they made a mistake or something, he would just start smacking them, and they would go down, and he would kick them, the wig would fall off, he'd punch them in the face twice. You can't write this shit.
Yeah.
No writer has ever experienced a bugarrón because they don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And I know that gays today have a name for that. A guy that'll just come over, fuck you in the ass, and you suck his dick, but he don't want nothing else. He don't want no dick.
There was a great comic.
And now, what my parents do, I mean, your parents do it completely different.
Yeah.
You know, I would watch the Waltons and go, I want to dump these motherfuckers for the Waltons. I'd watch a TV show and go, why can't I have a family like that? They're normal. They pray, they eat. These fucking crazy.
Say goodnight to each other at the end.
They say goodnight to each other at the end. You know, that's what I yearned for. But it was around me. So when I was 16, I found some. Once my mom and stepdad broke up, my mom was holding it in the basement, hidden downstairs. And one day I went downstairs to get like a wrench. And I saw this weird thing, and I went over and I opened it, and it was fucking blow. A lot of blow.
Is this the first time you ever did blow?
This is the first time. And I took some, and I saved it. I took it like in July. And I saved it. I had it hidden. When I was about 12, I dated this girl, New Yorker. And my mom was really concerned, because every afternoon, me and this girl would shoot to my house at 3, and I just locked the door, and my mom thought I was fucking, but I really wasn't fucking. I was just in there dry humping, sucking her titties. But at the bar, there was this weird guy. His name was Tati. He was a Cuban guy.
Yeah.
And one day, Tati caught a wind of my mom going, I can't believe him. He locks himself in. I'm going to have to go home every day at 3. I don't want to have a grandmother and all this shit. Yeah. And Tati pulled me aside. He's like, so what are you doing with this broad? You know, and I'm like, you know, nothing. He goes, this, I got to give you some. He goes, next time you have a pants off, put some cocaine on her pussy. So he gave me a capsule, like a sick thing.
Yeah.
But he filled it with a little bit of coke. He told me, put some on her pussy, watch her go crazy. I'm about 12, and I'm like, oh, my God. So about 3 months later, my mom knocks on my door, and she said, can I talk to you? The other night, Tati was all fucked up at the bar. Did he give you coke to put on New Yorker's pussy? And I'm like, yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. Where is it? And I go, I don't have it no more. What the fuck is wrong with you? She went off on me, my mom. But then years later, she had it. Like, I always knew my mom did blow. I always knew since I was a little kid. That was their culture. their culture, they did blow. That she hung out with musicians and Celia Cruz, and she had that bar. So, you know, when I was a kid, my mom would have parties, and I'd have to tell my mom, clean your nose. Like, I was like 8, and I'd tell my mom, clean your fucking nose, guy.
Yeah.
And my mom would go, where is it? And I go, are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
So I hated it growing up. When I started partying, I tell myself, you know what? I'm going to smoke dope and drink, but I'm never going to put nothing on my nose.
Yeah.
But then when I was like 13 or 14, I discovered crystal THC. Me and these crazy motherfuckers used to go to this place across from Lieberschlem Cemetery, this crazy Union City bar.
Yeah.
And we used to buy crystal THC, which was angel dust, really. It's just another name for gorilla biscuits.
Yeah.
Angel dust, right? Crystal THC. For me, you, and like Segura.
Yeah.
$3 a piece. And we'd do one line a piece, and we'd be blasted for 8 hours.
Really?
When I show up at these clubs on the weekends to do stand-up, I'm blown the fuck away. If you know anything about me, I'm very grateful. You know, I'm very grateful. I wish I could write more, faster, which is a pain in the ass.
You mean like books or material?
Material.
Oh, Joey. Can I tell you the problem? The problem with you is that you don't realize the funniest shit you say sometimes. The thing I've always said about you that blows me away is you say things that in passing, that you're just so naturally funny. You say things in passing that would be in my act tomorrow. My favorite one of my favorite things you've ever said, I don't know if you've ever used it in a special, was you were talking about getting attacked by dogs when you first got to this country.
Yeah.
And you were like, dog, one time I walked past a dog, he saw me, turned around and was like, fuck it, and came back and bit me.
Came back and bit me on 148th Street when I was a kid. Because I used to say hello to that dog every fucking day.
Yeah.
And the owner was a fucking scumbag. But I was so persistent that he started liking me. And he would stop the dogs, and I would go, hey, guys.
Remember the story you told about snorting coke with Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah.
And you're like, this is a big motherfucker. He's snorting coke off top of the refrigerator.
That was Daryl Dawkins.
Daryl Dawkins, yeah.
Fucking God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Snorting cocoa. You know, I've been going, it's funny, this morning I woke up. We ate 500 milligrams of Moon bars last night.
Who, you and Lee?
Me and Lee, and then 2,000 milligrams of Stars.
Holy shit.
We weren't high in the office. When the podcast ended, we were ripped. Yeah. And then I had to drive home, and I went home, and I was so high. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I had a whole container of salsa with diet tortilla chips. It was fucking disgusting. There was tortilla chips all over the floor.
Oh.
I had the raisins, the yogurt-covered raisins that belonged to my daughter. And I blacked out of the THC.
For real?
I woke up this morning at 8. My head was off the pillow. 3 pillows were on the floor.
Oh.
I was like, oh, my God, I'm not going to...
Touch that club soda, would you?
I'm not going to be able to do shit today. And I really didn't have a big day. And I go, you know what? I'm a little sore from jiu-jitsu yesterday. But I'm going to go back today. That was cause of it. I was seeing what it was doing to my house. Terry's a great lady.
Yeah.
Any other wench would deserve it. Not Terry. And it was a couple things. It was... John Gotti had taken over the Gambinos at 45 years old. When I saw that on TV one day, I'm like, what? He took over a crime family at 45. I'm 44. I got a year to go, and I can take over a crime family. That's how I had to look at it, you know?
Joey,
like
that's such a great fucking...
That's how... It was so many things. Listen, that's why rehab is such a waste of money, because so many things went into me getting sober. That... You know, I got a call one day from Bonehead. When I was a kid, Bonehead was my friend's older brother. Yeah. And one day he's like, hey, man, what are you doing right now? I gave him a bump. Yeah. We did like a bump, and he's like, where'd you get this shit at? I got it in the city. He goes, come on. Oh, I got it from around the corner. He goes, come on, let me take it. He had a van. He was a plumber. Bonehead used to take us to McSorley's Ale House in the village, sit us down when we were 16 and 17. We get 3 mugs of beer for $2 and a hot dog or a bowl of chili. And then he go, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know, what do you get? And he goes, Tumenols, barbiturates, heroin, whatever you want, I'll get. Yeah. I give him $10 and he give me 8 Valiums. And then he'd go get heroin. And he'd get tuned up, and then he'd come back to the table and sit with us. And then we'd walk and watch the Square Park and watch Chappelle. And watch Chappelle was 15. And watch Charlie Barnett do stand-up. I just took it up on YouTube last week on Rogan's. And Bonehead used to take me over there, and it was always an adventure. I hung out with 3 brothers, and one brother, and he had 2 other brothers. One I ended up being really good friends with, but Bonehead was my heart. Bonehead was really good looking. He was just hooked on heroin. He had a crazy girlfriend, and at night they'd do heroin. They both pass out, and I'd sleep at their house. I'd pass out too, doing blow, and I'd wake up in the morning, and she'd be naked, and I'd just stare at her pussy for like 20 minutes and shit, and like touch it. I was like a young kid. Like she had her name was Donna Chinsoon. She was half Irish, half Chinese, and she had a beautiful pussy. And I would sit there in the hallway and just jerk myself off. I was about like 17 and shit. I just jerk off in the mornings and leave. She was so hot. I can't believe I'm telling this story, but who gives a fuck? But I hooked up with him after all those years. 2007, I got a call from Bonehead.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm living in Jersey. I'm not living in Vegas no more. We moved in with my mom. When are you coming back? I want to see you. So we got to talking, and I go, you still doing your thing? He goes, oh, fuck, yeah. He goes, I went down to Newark today. He goes, they got $7 bags. I go, they got $7 bags of heroin? So you know me. I go, send me a couple. He goes, give me an address. I hung up the phone, never thought about it again. 3 days later, this envelope with like crayon ink comes to my house with no return address, and I knew exactly what it was. I went upstairs, and he sent me 3 little packages of heroin. This was like June of 2007, so every Monday I would do a little bump. And finally, by September, I wasn't doing blow. I'm like, I gotta call 60 Minutes. I'm on to something. Heroin cures cocaine addiction. This is true shit.
Oh, nice. Did someone find it? Where was it?
Very nice. What is that?
A lighter.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Under
Thank you,
your
babe.
bed.
Hold on. Gosh, you ruined it. Keep going.
No.
Wait, no.
cares?
So you go, I got to call 60 Minutes.
I got to call 60 Minutes and tell them I got the answer to cocaine addiction. Heroin. If you do heroin on Monday, you won't do coke. This is what's going on through my fucking head, man.
In
I
Columbus?
fly to anywhere. I fly in Thursday. I do all the radio Friday they have.
Yeah.
I don't do podcasts on the road. Sorry, Charlie.
I do some.
No, I don't do any.
I do some.
That's where Leanne is correct. No podcast. we live in the fucking podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
I do a podcast Sunday, Tuesday, Monday, and Wednesday. I'm not going to get on a plane to do a podcast.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
There's one I will tell you that I think's worth it 100%.
Which one?
Orlando. Tom and Dan.
Yeah, I don't go to Orlando, so it don't matter. Don't matter. No, there's no podcast. We live in the capital of podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't need to do a podcast on the road.
You're right.
If you don't have legitimate radio, leave me in my room. If I could write a joke or rest or go to the gym,
Yeah.
that's it. Listen, on the road now, I don't go nowhere. Yeah, but they got the best rib. That's great. If it's not across the street or walking distance from the hotel, Joey doesn't see
I
it.
said that this week.
Okay?
I was talking to
No, I don't do
I don't do
nothing.
shit, man.
I don't do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I get in Thursday. I go to my hotel room. I take a shit. I take a shower. I roll a joint. I go downstairs. I eat some. I smoke that joint. I go back to my room and I wait till the show starts at what time? 8? Don't pick me up till 7:45, 10 to 8.
Yeah.
I don't want to see nobody.
I don't need to be out.
I go there 5 after 8. Everybody's seated. I go, I do it. I go back to the room Thursday night. Thursday night, I party a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll do an edible. If I got a Xanax, I'll eat a Xanax, smoke a joint. And then Friday, I'll get up early. And
What's it like to eat an edible and a Xanax? Do you ever do it together?
oh, fuck yeah, all the time.
What's it feel like?
tames the edible.
It tames the edible.
Tames the edible. It's like having a zookeeper. You know what I'm saying? Xanax tames the animal.
Oh.
So sometimes you eat an edible and you get too much anxiety, so fuck it. Let me get something prepared. You drop 2 Xanaxes and a 300 milligram, you're on your way.
So wait, do you
Jay.
take the Xanax before the edible?
No, I take the edible first, let it start bothering me a little bit on the flight. And then I pop the Xanax. Then you drink a little Canadian, you drink a little fucking Diaz and ginger ale. Oh. It's all over. You understand? I got the perfect recipe.
That might be my new perfect recipe.
That's
Can I
your
tell you what happened? So
So I always tell him to just be extra
I'm
careful
the same
with,
way, but I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you the fucking truth.
We're gonna
I
talk
don't
about-
like what's going on today.
Yeah.
I don't like that a woman came out 3 weeks ago and said Tom Sizemore molested her when she's 11, and that's the reason why she does drugs. Did you guys see that interview?
No.
That could happen to anybody.
Anybody,
any
yeah.
one of us. Just that word on a piece of paper, and we don't get any more work.
Yeah.
We're working in the Mall of America, following Jeremy Piven, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Before I accuse you of something, I'm going to be 100% fucking sure, and I'm going to have a witness or something. You cannot accuse me without a witness, a tape, a film. I want to see it. I want to see it. Before my daughter was born, I met a woman at Flappers one night, just very casually in the back. She was like she did something for Flappers, and I'm an old fucking man.
Come on, you look great.
What am I gonna do with a girl? What am I gonna lay it on her? What am I gonna do? What I gotta call for somebody? I'm an old man. I got 55-year-old nuts. They look like they're 55. For a young girl to suck them, I wouldn't get no satisfaction on it. I'm just fucking somebody's world up. I'm just fucking somebody's world up. It's like one time Rogan asked me, he goes, did you ever have a girlfriend that committed suicide? No, but if anybody sucked my dick, I'd kill myself. Like, if I sucked my dick, I'd kill myself. It's disgusting. You understand me? It's just disgusting. Like, we've gone through comedy hell. Like, it's disgusting. And, I fingered an Indian chick in Boise, Idaho one time on the dance floor. I was fingering her. She had a yeast infection. How can, I took my hand out, and it was covered in yogurt. How the fuck does that happen? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, how the fuck? Did you hear that fart? That was a good fart.
Who farted? You did?
Kombucha.
We're going to take a moment for a sponsor.
We have a sponsor,
There's always assholes. Hold on, let me go get a wine glass.
Yeah.
Just give me the fucking glass. I gotta wait. Just pour the fucking wine in there. What's the difference? Well, the wine glass, the aromatic. Listen, shut the fuck up before I smack you. Just give me the fucking wine.
Yeah.
He would always come down with wine glasses. It would piss me the fuck off to no end. And the girls would be impressed. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Drink the wine. Just shut the fuck up. Drink the fucking wine, Like, I'm one of those guys. I don't like no drama. And the people I remember one time going out to dinner with my friends. I'll never forget this. I still talk to them. The Holloways. Roger had just graduated high school. The craziest family I grew up with.
Yeah.
Dad was a bookie. Mom worked in the city on a ship, for a shipping company. And it's his 18th. We just graduated high school. And he took us to a fancy restaurant. And I'll never forget, the guy comes over with the thing in front of him.
Yeah.
Mr. Holloway says, can I get a bottle of wine? The guy comes over with the thing in front of him. And he, takes the bottle. And he pours a little, and he tastes it first. I'll never forget, in high school, my friend looked, he goes, just give me the fucking wine. The guy's face turned pale.
Really?
Just give me the wine. I don't want no show.
Yeah.
You don't have to taste it. You don't do nothing. Just take a fucking hike. Give me the wine. Like, we all froze at the table.
Oh.
Like, I grew up with people like that. Like, one time we were at a buffet, and some fat chick was eating ribs, and I kept looking at my friend Roger. And he was eating, but he kept looking at it. And he would look at it, and he would get mad, and he'd look at it. And finally, I saw him put the fork down, and he threw the napkin down. He went up to the chicken. He goes, let me ask you a question. Because she kept eating all the spare ribs. There was this place that gave you half a spare rib.
Yeah.
And she was taking all of them, and she was dipping her fat little fingers in the spare ribs and putting them back.
Oh.
And my friend, 2 weeks after the incident with the fucking wine guy, he went up to this chicken and he goes, let me ask you a question. Before you eat that wing, before you eat that rib, do me a favor. Go to the bathroom, look at your ass, and ask yourself, do I really need this rib? I'll never forget, we turned purple.
Yeah.
The people I grew up with were very, we don't like chit-chatter.
Yeah.
There's no chit. Like, my wife, she would have got killed.
Really?
Like, my friends would have stabbed her.
That's so funny.
Terry's a sweetheart.
Yeah, but she's someone that...
She likes to do chit-chatter, and I'm deaf.
Yeah.
Don't be chit-chattering. If you got something to say it. Don't be chit-chattering.
Yeah.
I don't like that sitcom mentality, like little jokes. My friends would have killed her.
Yeah.
My friends would have stabbed her. They didn't like that either. You get in the car with them, shut the fuck up.